Hi and welcome back to my channel again. My name's Carl Broadbent. If you've not seen me or seen my channel before, it's all about my affiliate journey and my journey towards a full-time passive income. I don't really like to try and teach or preach anybody to do anything. I basically just show you what I do. If you like what I do and it helps you, then great. That's what this channel is all about. Hopefully you'll learn something and it'll help you improve your niche website and hopefully help you go towards making a full-time passive income. So like I say, today's all about Mediavine. I need to check some statistics and some numbers and tweak a few settings on there. I'm not quite happy with the number of ads that's on my website at the moment, so I'm going to have a look at maybe decreasing it slightly, which will mean a slight drop in revenue, but it'll be a better user experience. It's all totally controllable and customizable within the Mediavine dashboard, and it's so easy and simple to do. I thought I might as well bring you along and just show you what I'm going to do today. So I hope you find this helpful. Let's head straight over to the computer and I'll show you all about the Mediavine dashboard. Okay, so if we take a look at Mediavine first of all, for those of you who don't know who Mediavine is or what they do, you'll find them over at MediaVine.com. They're a full ad management service. So basically what that means is they will create some space on your website and within your content where they can place advertisements. I'm sure you've all seen them, and this is their website here. The company's been around, I think, since 2004. It's still a privately owned company, and they have been profitable since 2004. So they're a very, very strong company to go with, and certainly work hard for getting the best advertising revenue off your site. So basically what they do is they will create these spaces and then go out and sell these spaces within your content and on your homepage and in the sidebar of your website, and they sell these these adverts to the highest bidder, and this will secure the best advertising rates for those spaces within your content. And they work with some of the biggest publishers out there, so they really do get some good quality advertisements on your site that certainly fetch the highest ad revenue and RPMs. So if you don't know what RPMs are, we'll talk about that a little bit through this video. That's revenue per millia, so revenue per 1,000 views. So every time your page is seen by 1,000 people, you will get a certain set amount of money for that. So it's usually calculated within 1,000 views. So if you hear that word RPM a lot, that's exactly what that means. Now, there is a couple of criteria with signing up for Mediavine. I must point that out straight away. They don't allow just any website to sign up with them. First of all, you need 25,000 organic page views a month. And this traffic needs to be organic, and it needs to be from one of the big major countries, so USA, UK, Canada, Australia, etc. They will still take you if you have other countries. If you're getting large traffic numbers from other countries, you could just sometimes expect to see a less advertising revenue from those countries, because they really try and like to get the key players like USA and UK advertisements on there, because they pay more basically. So once you hit that target and you sign up with them, the whole process takes around a week. You'll end up with a dashboard like this, and this is my dashboard here, and it's all created for you. You don't have to set anything up. You'll just get an email saying your dashboard is all set up. It's one of the best things about Mediavine, that it's so straightforward and so simple to do. Once you get this, your login, you just simply log in and you'll be brought to your page here. Now, this is your main home page, where it will instantly show you your sites that you have with them. As you can see here, I have 2 sites on here, and it has the date range, it has the revenue that you've earned within that date range, and then it has the RPM, again, the rate you're getting paid per 1,000 views. Now, as you can see, I've actually blurred out the 2 websites that I have on here. I've explained that in my previous video. If you've not seen that, please go check it out. I'll leave a card up on the screen now. There is a reason why I've done that, and I'm sure that'll all be explained in there. But for the purpose of this video, it's basically to show you the Mediavine dashboard, not so much the earnings or the revenue I've got from these sites. That's coming out in a later video. It should be out in the next few days. But for now, let's just take a look at the actual dashboard itself. So once you're on here, you have up in the top left hand corner, select a site. So again, I'll blur it out, but if I select one of my sites and head into there, you can now see that it's separated into little boxes and different categories, which makes it easy to read. Now, one good thing about Mediavine is they're always upgrading their dashboard, and they have actually got a new dashboard in testing now in beta, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's not on here at the moment because I think they launched it for a few weeks to see how it was, and then they've took it off again to do some more tweaking. But the dashboard, the new dashboard is fantastic. It really is very simple to see and use. But if we look here, you've got your headings, your settings across the top right hand corner here, and you've got your earnings, your payments due, your loyalty bonus. So that's every year you're with Mediavine, they will up your revenue by 1%, and a health check. This is just a quick diagnostic of your site to see how everything's doing. So if we look at the earnings, you can see yesterday for this site, it only earned $10.95. Month to date, it's $119, but last month it earned $676. And then if you look here, this is payments due. So I've only recently joined Mediavine with this site. So it was only launched on the 5th of the 5th. So it only managed to get about a week or so of earnings. And then this is last month, which is due, payment is due on the 6th of the 5th. It works 3 months in arrears, does Mediavine. So for every month you trade and you earn advertising revenue, you will get that payment 3 months later. It's a bit of a pain, I know, but it's because they purchase the advertisements up front, so you have to wait for them 3 months to elapse before you get your money. It's fair enough, it's not a huge problem. And then, like say, your loyalty bonus is there. I'm due to get an extra 1% on February the 17th. And then you can see this is the health check. So these are the main parts that bring you in your money. And you get a teal colour star if everything's good. If it's wrong or something's gone wrong, it goes to amber. And if it's really bad, it goes to red. So as you can see, the sidebar is working correct. The in content is working correct. Mobiles are running nicely, privacy policies in place, and the ads.txt is correct. That's the little coding that helps it work. So if we scroll down, you can see now the advanced reporting, so you can select the range. So if you want to change this, let's for instance go to March the 1st and run it to March the 31st, hit go. So you can see the total ad revenue for this one site was nearly $700, and you can see that was from 46,072 sessions. So it doesn't go on page views, it goes on sessions, which is unique visits to your site. And it was averaging a RPM of $15.03. So I earned $15.03 for every 1,000 people that came to the site. So then we have in this box here earnings by date. As you can see, it's just a bit of a graph that shows you your earnings and how your traffic is. So the top one represents your traffic, your sessions. As you can see, it goes up and down. The high points are always on a Sunday for me. So this will be Sunday, 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 and then it drops off midweek. And as you can see, it peaks from around 1,800 to 2,000 sessions a day. And the revenue, as you can see, goes up and down with those peaks. So on the highest day there, we had 1,927 visits, and the earnings was $26.51 for that day. For instance, this one here was 1,827 sessions, and it earned $31.57. So less visitors, but earned more because the RPM for that day must have been higher. So if we come over here, you can see the correlation there. So you can see this little peak here, and you can see here that there's the 1,800 sessions that we just saw here. But you can see the RPM there is $17.28. That's quite a high RPM for this site. This site was previously with Ezoic, and it only reached about $8 RPM. So I was getting $8 per 1,000 people on the site. Whereas with Mediavine here, as you can see, $17.28, or double. It's almost double the RPM I got from Ezoic versus Mediavine. So as you can see there, so the other big day there, we had 1,927 visitors, but as you can see, we earned less money because the RPM dropped off. So that meant the amount of ads that were being shown, there may have been less adverts shown on the site. You actually get paid for how your ads being viewed, not actually clicked, but they need to be viewed for a certain length of time. So if that drops, then your revenue will drop. And then we go down to this box here, which is media ads, Mediavine displayed by ad unit. So it splits it down and tells you where your money's coming from. So you can see the split for this $692 at the top here has come from adhesions, and that was $158 worth. Content, so that's the ads within the content, is always your biggest source there. Sidebar earned $15. Sticky sidebar, so that's the advert in the sidebar that as you scroll up sticks in the top right hand corner. And like I say, the longer that advert sticks and is in view, the more you will get paid. And then this is the overlay, which is, I'll explain that in a minute. And then video, $41 from video, and then nothing from other. So what an overlay is, if you see on a lot of sites now, you'll see videos that are embedded in the content. Now these aren't YouTube videos, or they could be, as long as they're videos that you've produced. So if you produce a video, whether it be YouTube or whether it be about that content, you will embed that into your post, and Mediavine can either display it on that one article or they can display it on the entire website, and then they can use that video to sell advertising space on the video. Now I'm going to do a detailed video about this because it's one of the only companies I've seen that do this. I don't think he's do it just yet, but they probably will do eventually, but Mediavine is certainly leading the way with video advertising. So especially if you have a site like a cooking site and you create a recipe, if you film yourself making that product and put the video then on that article, you will earn really good impressions. You will get really good revenue from that. It's far superior to content advertisement. Video revenue pays probably about $4 or $5 more. So if you're earning $17 per 1,000 visitors from your ads, if you add video content in there, it's probably more likely to be $22, $23. So as you can see, the video at the moment for me, because it's not very specific and it's not very targeted, I've just put one video that generically goes across all my websites. Then the advertising revenue space on there isn't amazing. But if I had a video per article, that would probably be more like $100 a month. So it's a really good form of revenue. So if you take a look at some of the settings along the top here, you can see we have the dashboard, which is what we're on now. Your profile is simply your email address and your personal details. The video is for any videos you've created, like we were just mentioning, and placed within your content. And then we have your settings, which if we click that, this is probably one of the main functions you'll use. So if you go to the site settings here, this is where you can switch all your ads on and off. So you've got your adhesions here. So basically you can switch them off on mobile, tablet, desktop. You can show how you like them to be displayed, whether you want a light border around your ads or a dark border around your ads. And then a few other settings there. Then the main one I use is in content ads. If you click that, this is where you can adjust the frequency of the ads. So as you can see here, so mobile frequency, I've got it set on high. So you can have it set as very, very low, medium, high, very high, etc. So the default is high, and that means you will have 28% ad density within your content. And then the second one you can mess around with is the paragraphs. So how often you want to see an advert. So if you want an advert like after every paragraph, you can set it here. I've got it set at every 3 paragraphs. So basically for every 3 paragraphs of writing, they'll stick an advert in there. And this works the same on desktop. You can see here, I've got desktop set at normal, 25%. You can go as low as 10% or as high as 30%. It's recommended if you try and keep it between 20-25% is about the best density to have your adverts. Too much and you're going to really cause a bad user experience. Too little and you're going to see hardly any ad revenue from your advertisements. So, and again, you can choose how many paragraphs you want to split the advertisements up. That's pretty much all I use on there. Your video settings, self-explanatory, it's the same. You just tell the videos how many videos you want, whether you want high density of videos, low density of videos. Your privacy policy, they write that out for you. You just need to basically tick the box to say that it's there. In fact, if we click it here, I think you can see there, it's just making sure that we're using the Mediavine advertisement compliance policy. Profile, influencer survey, it's basically you can sign up for one of their ad testing campaigns. Disable ads, it's simply click that and you can just click disable all. You can even click when or how long you want the ads disabled. So if you want all the ads taken off, let's say from the top bar, you would click that and you would click the length of time you want to take those ads off. If you want the adverts off forever, you just simply take the date. It gives you a little code at the bottom here, and you just copy and paste that into your header, into the body of your header and footer, and that will take the ads off. So you can take them off of anywhere you like, or you could just disable them. So for instance, I'll tell you when I've used these. I recently was testing whether I would earn more Amazon commissions if I took the adverts off my buyer intent articles. So I simply put disable all, copied this shortcode here, and I pasted it within every buyer intent article that I had. And that took the ads off of just the buyer intent articles to see if it actually made any difference with my sales. And believe it or not, it didn't. So taking all, I thought having lots of ads on there would create a really bad user experience, but it actually didn't. It made no difference whatsoever. And I ran that for 4 weeks and it made no difference. So I basically activated the ads again by deleting that shortcode, and my ads appeared again, and I made a lot more ad revenue and still got the amount of sales from Amazon. So I know it's always a bit of an argument and a bit of discussion within the industry whether lots of ads creates a poor user experience and therefore you should take them off. I've not really seen much difference, to be honest, so I choose to leave the ads on. Payment information is just your bank details, and ad setup is what they use to actually set your site up right at the beginning, so you don't really need to touch that. And users are your details for logging on, and you can also, let's say you've got an IT consultant or a VA, that you can add them to the users there. So that's basically it. All your different websites are in your this bar at the top here. All your account details and payment details are all there, and you have the online support button here. You also have, and I use this a lot, they have this live chat. If I click this, you can see they have a live chat. You can start a new conversation, and they do reply very, very quickly. So if there's nobody online right at this moment, you'll get a little bot that'll answer and says, we'll contact you by email. And trust me, they do. Within half an hour to an hour, I think the longest I've ever had to wait is about an hour, they answer you back pretty quick. And if you click on the email and start talking to them, they can then say, jump back on the live chat and we'll talk in person. So it's fantastic the help you get from it. So guys, as you can see, that is Mediavine. I'm absolutely loving it. They have a great community as well on their Facebook group. Once you become a member on here, you're accepted to their program, they'll automatically make you a member of their Facebook group, and there's so much help and advice available in there. It's really, really good. So as you can see, last to finish off, you can see here from this date range here, 81,000 page views, brought in just short of $800. Now, one thing I need to point out is these RPMs are right at the time where we're in the middle of the COVID-19 worldwide pandemic. So ad revenues have absolutely fallen through the floor. So if you see this number here, 80,000 page views, and think this is not a lot, $800, not a lot for that, it is normally double. So it is normally around $1,400, $1,500, let me tell you. So it's just because obviously through the pandemic, businesses in the US are not buying advertising space because they're shut. So the ad revenue spend has gone right down. I do expect this to pick up. It is starting to climb up now. As you can see for this site, $11.33 is normally around $20. And this site here, $6.56, is normally around $11 or $12. So as you can see, I would have expected this normally to be $1,400. So there you go, just to let you know that that's the reason why this number looks a little bit low, but it is certainly one of the higher RPM paying companies that I've found after using a few of them. So hope this has helped you out, guys. If it did, please head over to Mediavine, take a look at their site, Mediavine.com. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you're with Mediavine or if you're with a Zoic. Which one do you find better? Which one have you used? And I'll try to answer any comments you leave below. So thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next one.